Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity given me.
Honorable member, don't be intimidated by the fact that you are before them. Go ahead.
Thank you. That is why you always be my biological father. Mr. Speaker, before I speak, sorry, is it wrong? Okay. Mr. Speaker, before I proceed, I would like to honestly let our fathers, our grandfathers and mothers and the bondholders who are being confronted with this unpalatable but an inevitable fiscal policy that we as a country have to implement. I would like to say that we empathize with them. The hardship confronting us as a country, it was first done credibly even in the 2023 budget statement that the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, through the budget statement by the Finance Minister, demonstrated tremendous amount of empathy. So we like to let them understand that one day we are all going to grow to become retirees and pensioners. And it is not anything that we are all happy with. But I would like to give this scenario. If you have a child that has been diagnosed by a medical doctor and has prescribed a particular medicine, the medicine might in the short term give some sort of uncomfortable situation such as vomiting and others. But without the medicine, you lose the child. This is where we find ourselves in. This is not a time to adopt political gimmicks because we want power. This is not a time to demonstrate high level of unconscious incompetence simply because we do not understand the situation. It is very bad. Nobody is happy with what is happening. My government, the President, Finance Minister, all of us, even my brothers from the other side, they know that the situation we find ourselves in today, one of the best fiscal reforms is to adopt exchange of bonds with high debt with the low ones. It happened in Jamaica, it happened in Uruguay, it happened in UK in the 80s, it happened in Greece, it happened in Argentina. So this is a global policy. And I think we need to correct this. Mr. Speaker, Finance Minister saying we should give thanks to God doesn't mean that he's happy with the situation. 1 Thessalonians 15:16-18, the Bible states emphatically without any ambiguity that in all circumstances we should give thanks to God, and that is the will of God for His children. So our fathers and mothers, it's not that Finance Minister is happy about what is happening, but Finance Minister believes in God. We all believe in God, and that God says that whether we are going through pain or pleasure, we should give thanks to God. It doesn't mean he's not happy with it. Mr. Speaker, I want people to understand why, what has happened, why the DDEP. We need to explain to people. There is hold up. When we say hold up, it means the issuer, which is the government, is not in the position to perform its obligation of paying what he owes. It is something we are not happy with it. How did we get here? We got here because we are having high interest rate payments. It started from 2012. It increased to 2016. It started reducing up to 2018-19. Then we had this global crisis that put up an uncontrollable situation. Said that for about 21 months, we're going through impaired productivity in our country. We are not going to work, but we're being paid. From where? Private sector had to serve over 40,000 people. Pay corporate taxes. We had shortfalls, revenue generation, over 12 billion. The only way government could perform its statutory obligation was to resort to debt financing because revenue generation domestically was an uncontrollable situation. And what do we do today? Do we continue to allow Ghana to get destroyed because of politics? How we got here? Have you forgotten that we're in the same house? Because of the challenges, we are fashioning out fiscal policy reforms, such as revenue generation. But because of the seemingly balance that we have, there was disagreement that eroded the confidence of the investors, and that put us in a situation where we could not even access private sector to perform over 10 billion a year import bills. We all contributed to this apart from the global. So what we are telling our fathers and mothers today is that we beg them. The situation where we are is an inevitable policy that we need to adopt. What we can assure them with is that Jamaica did, and at a point the same new bonds, their yield began to increase. The market began to do well. They were able to reduce their interest payment, and they went back to the international market, and Jamaica got well. I can assure Ghanaians, if they will be patient with us, there were a few challenges in rolling out the implementation. We are sorry, but I'm telling them today, as good managers of this economy, if they will agree with us and accept what you are doing today, in the near future and the long term, they'll be happy with this government. But the politics and the propaganda, other people in the name of securing political capital will not benefit this country. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell them that government is not sleeping. On the side of the government, we are cutting 30% emolument for the executives. We are reducing fuel by 50%. We are taking away almost all the irrelevant projects, making sure that the fiscal space that is causing all these problems, we can consolidate it. So, Mr. Speaker, all that we are saying today is that, yes, some of the points raised by my brothers from the NDC, I agree with them perfectly. Now, we don't consider why we are here. When somebody is dying, if there's a convulsion, your child is going through convulsion, you don't ask how he got there. You find solution to that. And one of the solutions we want to find as a government today is to make sure that we put in place measures and policies that going forward, whenever there is global crisis, this very country of ours, going through the sinusoidal performance of our economy and other